Hello, everyone. My name is Shalendra. I'm a principal lead program manager in Microsoft Teams meetings, driving language and conversational intelligence efforts. I'm so grateful to be a Microsoft employee. At Microsoft, our mission is to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. Let's dive deep into how we are doing that with Microsoft Office today. Office apps in Microsoft 365 help organizations and individuals do their best work, collaborate more effectively in person and remotely, and drive efficiencies at scale. As communities and work around the world move to be completely remote, Microsoft tries to improve your collaboration and work fluidly across Office and Windows apps. This session is meant to showcase some best practices involved when it comes to collaborating across Office apps, Microsoft Teams, and our new form of working in a remote workplace environment. I'll begin by showing you some best practices when it comes to collaboration, saving time, and staying in the flow of work before, during, and after your meeting throughout your day. With that being said, let's get started. For demo purposes, I'm going to walk you through a day in the life of an employee named Megan who works for Contoso and give you a sneak peek at some of our upcoming collaboration capabilities across our suite. For the purpose of this demo, I'll be speaking from Megan's perspective for the most part. I'm a Teams guy, but I usually start my day in Outlook calendar to see what my day looks like. I see that there's an important meeting today for an international packaging update. I click on it, and thanks to meeting insights in Outlook, I am reminded that I need to review a doc for that meeting. I don't have to go look for this document or email people about it. I just open the meeting event and I can see the files and emails that are related to the meeting. As you can see, when I click on the document, it opens it in side-by-side mode so I can read and edit the doc while I reply to this email. Let me add comments to the doc, email the team, and add mention people so they have my input and guidance. Now that I've reviewed the doc, let's see what other tasks I need to complete today. Until recently, I used to manage my daily workload in two different places, Planner for the group tasks and To Do for individual tasks. To Do also powers tasks in Outlook, but now I don't have to track these tasks in separate places, as Tasks in Teams brings everything together in a unified view, and even the emails I just added as tasks in Outlook. It also has a new list view that allows me to edit multiple tasks at once. Now let's look at the first task. Here it says I need to review a Word document and answer some questions, review some financial numbers in the Excel document, and finalize a presentation before our upcoming meeting this afternoon. Wow, lots going on. So let's get started with the Word document. One of the recent innovations we have delivered in Microsoft Word for the web is the ability to share a document with others so that they can open it in the review mode. In order to do that, I go to the share experience like I normally would, click on link settings, and toggle on open in review mode only before sharing. Now Henrietta, my collaborator, opens this document. Word notifies and shows her highlights of the new changes made by the collaborators via a flyout menu on the top right side. She can easily see what changed. You will see that Henrietta opened the file in the review mode because of the way this document was shared by Megan. When a document is shared with open in review mode only, that person, Henrietta in this case, can leave comments and make any edits she intends to make, and those edits are tracked. Now Megan goes into the doc and accepts Henrietta's edits. We've also delivered tasks to Word, which are very helpful for coordinating work. Tasks, just like comments, can be resolved, which nicely declutters them from the canvas. I've been able to check one task on my list already by finishing some collaboration in the Word document. Now it looks like I have more to do. Well, my day has just begun. I receive an email notification alerting me of a request to edit some information in an Excel document. In the email, I see name of the document in which I was mentioned, the comment that my coworker left, and some context about the part of the document the comment was left in. In this case, the comment was created on a cell in a table in an Excel document. Now I have two options. I can respond to the comment thread directly from the email by clicking Add a Comment, or I can go to the comment inside the document through Go to Comment. I click the latter, which opens the Excel document on the web. Previously, in Excel on the web, comments would only appear in the comments pane. Now, when commenting from notifications to comments in the workbook, we show the comment floating and aligned to the corresponding cell on the grid. Creating, reading, and replying to new floating comments make it easier to understand the comment was associated to. You will notice that there are multiple people in this document as indicated by the circle bubbles containing the initials of the co-author. I can check who is in the document by hovering over the indicator to show the full name of the co-author, and I can also tell when my co-authors are editing by the three animated dots shown in the indicator. With sheet views, I can sort and filter without being impacted by others who are co-authoring in the document. Notice the black borders and how we've shifted the View tab, where it tells you are in a temporary view. We know that people often don't want to create a permanent sheet view. They just want to enter in the one while they are co-authoring, so we initially make it a temporary view. If you want to save your view, rename it. You may want to do this if you return to the document often and want to see that filter on the data. Then you can alternate between the default view and your saved sheet views. As Megan is making any edits in the sheet view, all those changes will be seen in the default view and other sheet views as well. Now that I've created my personal view, I can make the required updates and reply to the comment. By mentioning Pradeep, I'm able to turn the comment into a task and assign this task to Pradeep, letting him know that the numbers have been updated and I need him to verify it for correctness. Now I really have to prep for the meeting. I have to make sure that the presentation for the meeting this afternoon is ready to go and all buttoned up. The power of PowerPoint Online right within Teams helps me scroll through the deck and navigate through comments. I can complete my work without having to switch contexts, and mentions in PowerPoint are the same experience you're used to in Word and Excel. And this makes collaboration easy and also helps you keep your tasks organized. Let's see how my presentation looks so far. I can go to Slide View Show directly within Team and preview my document without having to context switch. PowerPoint is integrated very deeply inside Teams. As I scroll through the deck, I realize it's coming together, but knowing my audience is remote, grabbing their attention and allowing them to stay engaged throughout the presentation is going to be very important and challenging. Adding more animations and transitions help make presentations more exciting and engaging for the audience. Let's see how we can do that. The power of AI in PowerPoint Online is very helpful in creating engaging content. Designer is always there to help you with stunning contextual suggestions. Moreover, Designer gives you suggestions based on the text you already have on the slide and even has recommendations with looping videos that can make the content immersive and engaging. Next up, I'm now going to add some more morph transitions to slides 7 to 9, which will make my presentation more appealing and engaging. Adding morph and looping videos have given a totally different dimension to my presentation. Morph further helps create an immersive experience and engages the audience. And don't forget to close off the task is complete. We're just about ready to start the meeting, but before the Teams meeting actually begins, you can chat and engage with meeting participants ahead of time. You can add a comment in the chat or share a file for pre-read ahead of the meeting in the meeting. Everything that is shared in the chat is saved and accessible later, even after the meeting is over. Now let's join the meeting. In this pre-join screen, you have the ability to turn on background filters so I can keep the focus on me and not what's behind me. I can even upload my own custom image. Once the meeting begins, you can turn on live captions to follow along the meeting. You can also record and transcribe the meeting for everyone. Now, this is a great way to remember what was said during the meeting, both for those who attended, but also for those who may have missed the meeting. All right, it's game time. Let's get started. I'm going to open up the share tray and select the PowerPoint deck I prepared on the topic International Packaging Update. There are many benefits to choosing PowerPoint sharing directly in a Teams meeting. When you share a PowerPoint file directly using share tray, it uses a lot less bandwidth compared to screen sharing. Co-presenting is much easier, and if permitted, attendees can consume content at their own pace. We all have been in those meetings where someone joins late and asks, "Can you go back to the first slide, please?" And now, yes, you can, on your own, quickly, without interrupting the meeting, and catch up with the rest of us. Because Teams uses native PowerPoint app to share your slides, your audience gets much better fidelity, more interactivity, and above all, the presentation is accessible. This PowerPoint share feature within Teams is available to use today. However, the next part we're going to show you today for presenter view will be coming soon. The deck is open directly in the presenter view for me. I can see the current time to stay on track throughout the meeting, use the speaker notes as a reminder of the key talking points on each slide, and leverage the thumbnail strip at the bottom to glance through all the slides and seamlessly jump to a specific slide if needed. As I navigate through slides in the presenter view, my entire audience and collaborators are in sync with me in the slideshow view. You can see Pradeep's window shown at the bottom as an example. Now let's take a closer look at what Pradeep sees. As an audience at this moment, Pradeep doesn't have access to my presenter notes or the thumbnail pane, but he does have the flexibility to navigate slides at his own pace without impacting me, the presenter, or any other participant of the meeting. Here, Pradeep has fast-forwarded to slide number 10, a feature that can be controlled by the presenter, while I, as a presenter, am still on slide number 6. Please note that this feature will be able to be controlled by the presenter. If you do not want audience members fast-forwarding your slides, you will have the option to disable that functionality. In this meeting, Pradeep will help me moderate the Q&A session on slide number 10. Once Pradeep gets the cue from me, he clicks on the Take Control button to take over the meeting as the next presenter. You can see that his view in Teams gets immediately updated from slideshow to the presenter view. This is the presenter view in Teams presentation sharing. We support all presenters in a timely manner so you can focus on your storytelling and have full confidence for your presentation. As a reminder, presenter view is not available yet, but sharing a PowerPoint directly from the share tray is available today. Now that I've finished reviewing the deck, we're ready to continue working on a SWOT analysis that we started previously. Every Microsoft Teams meeting comes with a whiteboard, a collaborative space that your team can use for brainstorming, project planning, and problem solving. To open Whiteboard, simply go to the Share icon in Teams and click on the Whiteboard icon. Whiteboard will open directly within Teams meetings. You will see that the whiteboard is already populated because we have opened up a board that we were previously working with the team. Just because everyone is not physically in the same room doesn't mean you can't use a whiteboard. Microsoft Whiteboard is integrated with every Teams meetings, enabling meeting participants to join in with touch or their mouse and contribute with digital ink, sticky notes, and text. You can also move items on the board and collaborate together in real time. What a great way to brainstorm with your team virtually, even without touchscreen. Notice how you can zoom out of the infinite canvas and move around to different sections of the whiteboard for more space. For even more functionality, like inserting pictures from the web, changing background colors, adding templates, and more, be sure to open Whiteboard in the app, the button on the top right of the screen. At the end of your meeting, you can always go back to your digital whiteboard by clicking on the Whiteboard tab on the top of your Teams Meetings tab. This is where notes, digital whiteboard, transcript, etc. all can be referenced even after the meeting ends as part of the meeting lifecycle. So if you run out of time in your meeting, you can go back to this whiteboard and continue collaboration right where you left off at a later date. What a productive meeting it was, but the work is not over. And as many of you know, a lot of work still has to happen after the meeting ends. After a meeting, when you're attempting to work on your follow-ups, There's nothing more frustrating than trying to find certain documents when you need them. Teams makes this super easy for you. In your team search bar, you can search for people's names, meeting names, or other keywords. This helps you stay in the flow of your work and find documents easily post-meeting. If you want to share a video with the team that participated in the meeting, you can upload a large video file from your hard drive into Teams. And of course, because of native integration with Office 365, not only you can bring in all of your Office files like Word, Excel, PowerPoint directly into Teams, but you can also edit and create them directly within Teams. You can also see the files your team has worked on and shared over time. Now that the meeting is over, we're making the post-meeting experience even better for you. We have been building a meeting recap experience which ties everything together, and after the meeting is over, you will be able to access recording, meeting notes, transcript, attendance report, and documents all at one place. But that is not all, because you may be living in Outlook. So after the meeting, the information is also available in your Outlook calendar. You can double click on the calendar event and you will see a similar experience for recap that you get in Teams. We're committed to making your life more organized and productive throughout your day via our collaboration suite, whether it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Outlook, or Teams. Check out the companion guide at aka.ms/enabling virtual collaboration for recommendations on additional sessions to go watch and blogs to read. Also, for more ways to make the most out of our collaboration on presentations, please check out the session, Tell Your Story Powerfully, how AI and flexible input help you craft and communicate your story. As you are all able to just see, we've come a long way in improving Microsoft Productivity Suite for you. Office 365 and Microsoft 365 apps enable you to create, share, and collaborate from anywhere on any device with a cloud-based productivity suite. Together with our Office suite and Teams as the hub for collaboration, you can now have everything your teams needs at one place at any time, anywhere, on any device. We will meet you where you are. Happy collaboration. Thank you. This is Wolfie. Thank you very much.